friendly as Dash of Dave. He'll take some scraps and bits of this, turn them into something you can't miss. Junk journals, tapes, and crafts galore. He'll have you begging, show me more. Oh, Dash of Dave, oh, what a sight, mixing colors day and night.
Hi everyone, it's Dash of Dave here again, and I'm back for another crafty video. Back with this house. So, I have a confession for you. I thought I was recording and I wasn't. So, I am now. So, what I've done is, we made the chimney last time, and I've since then added some LED flashing. So this is what we call this. It's kind of the metal that joins the roof to the house, the chimney to the house. So we made the chimney last time. I've kind of got a blob of glue there that I don't like, so I'll get rid of that. And like I said, I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. But anyway, we've got to do the back part. So this is the front, and we've got to do the back part. So I tried it, and this was the piece that I tried it with, but since then the glue has kind of melted it. So what I'm going to do is, this is a piece of radiator foil. So this is stuff that in the UK we would put down the back of a radiator on our central heating to kind of reflect the heat back into the room. And I thought it would be a good, because it's plaster coated, it doesn't really take ink particularly well, but it does take ink. So this is basically, I've just brushed it on and then kind of just brushed some of it off again. So this is just alcohol ink. And then I've taken this piece and I'm just going to fold it in half, just like I did with the other one. I'm just going to fold it in half like this. There we go. And then I'm going to wrap it round here so that I know where the folds are. So it's going to have like folds in it because it's going to go around the corner of this chimney. So it's going to go around that bit. I'm going to pinch it for a fold. And then it's going to go around that bit, and it's going to pinch there for a fold, and it should meet up fairly. Might need a little bit more off it, so take that bit off and we'll see whether it needs any more. And then what I did was I opened it back out again because it needs to go around the corner but still flare out at the bottom. I just snipped up to the middle bit on all the bits where the folds are. I can't tell where the fold is on there. It's there. Okay, so my glue gun is on. So I'm just going to put a line of glue down, just a tiny line, because you don't need a lot on this. You don't want it to squirt all out and everything. So that's going to go there. Then it's going to come round the corner and it's going to kind of pinch fold on there. I'm just going to put a line of glue there. Like I say, I'm like learning as I go, so not seen anybody do this. I've seen people like make dioramas, but we all have our own way. But you know, sometimes some of the things I'm happy with having no attention to detail on, and other things I'm not. So other things I kind of feel like it has to be a certain way in order for me to feel happy about it. So I've done the back bit. I'd already done the front bit. I'm just going to get rid of all of these bits of glue that have kind of left all these tail ends. So the other thing I'd done is, remember last time we covered this in this stone effect paste. Well, this is it dry. It has chipped off in a few areas, but I'm not too worried about that, because what I thought I'd do is I'd cover it with some maybe put some moss on it or something like that to make it look more yeah, to make it look more old. So I didn't mind the chip at all. So I did just put a bit of colour on here, and that's just simply because when I glue it onto here, I didn't want it to look like it was just grey board from underneath. Just notice that wall has bent in a little. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this onto there. So I think the best bet is to put the glue on this bit. Not too much. I want it all to ooze out. And then stick that on there. Although we did want it to go the other way around, Dave. And now it looks like it's got a lot of cobwebs inside. I wanted the chip at the back, that's all. There we go. Get rid of those bits. There we go. So, and then the other thing to do is, we need to move these out of the way now, is to put this onto the roof. So, we're going to stick it on like that, so that it's the lead flashing kind of helps it meet the roof. It looks like, hopefully it looks like lead flashing. You know, you might think otherwise, but I like it, so it's mine. So I'm just gonna make that a little less square on that corner, and the same on that corner, and the same on that corner, and the same on that corner. Maybe not on that corner. Oh no, there we go. Just couldn't get the scissors to get a grip. Same on there. This is the back, so it's not so worried about the back. I've not actually done any of the design thinking about the back so much, but you know, I might actually do something with the back. It depends on how much I've got to do. So, and how long, you know, we don't want the series to go on forever, don't we? So I'm just going to glue this onto the, I'm going to commit and put this onto the roof. This is the front, isn't it? It is. That's going to go on there. I'm just going to push it down and make sure that the flashing that we've taken so much time over actually makes an adhesion. I'm not worried about the glue oozing out too much, because I can always fix that with my trusty heat gun. So if I put the heat gun on it, it will just shrink back some of that glue. And I can kind of then pick it off. Let's get now, be careful, Dave, that's the whole point, is you're heating it up, so you want to weld all of this down. You don't want to put too much heat on it, because that whole stuff will kind of fall apart, that flashing that we've made. But there we go. So that is our chimney for our house. Definitely looks better with a chimney, I think. I hope you think so too. I have put, sorry, there was this bit here. There was a bit of a gap on there. So what I did was I put kind of a slipped tile in, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to keep that or not, but you know, it's just a quirky feature of it, so we'll just leave that there for the time being. So the other thing that we do need to do while that's kind of drying is we need to glue the windows in properly while the heat gun is on. So I know we're going to put some frames on, but I'm going to put the frames on the outside. So I'm just going to put some glue around the edge of these windows to put these in place. And I'm not worried again about how wibbly wobbly this is. put it in, press it down. Now I know it's kind of melted the plastic, but it hasn't melted the middle part, which is fine. Kind of goes opaque when it kind of melts, and then it when it dries again, it dries clear. So again, we're going to put this one on. That didn't glue at the bottom, but that's just caught it, that's fine. There we go. That's that one. This one's going to be a bit more of a tricky one because the floor is glued in. So, but I don't want to put the glue on this because it's prone to melting, so I don't want it to warp before I put it down. There's the window for the door. Let's get rid of that. So that one's more of a mess because I couldn't really tell what I was doing. So but as long as it holds it on, that's all that matters. And then this side, I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I'll show you in this. Well, you can see it now. I'm just going to do it again so that I can see what I'm doing. The only thing is I kind of went over a bit on that window. Ow, very hot, very, very hot. Don't want marks on it. Can't clean the windows after it's dry. I'm not sure that one's stuck down as much because I hesitated for so long. I think it'll be fine. Okay, so that's the windows kind of glued in. I don't have to have bits of washi tape now holding them on. Let's put that away. Okay, right, need a think and a drink. A think and a drink. Now, what I want to do is I want to put some. Don't want to put the door in. Don't want to glue the window of the door in. Can't remember where I've just put. I just scooped that out of the design. Oh, it's there. Because that's what I said, wasn't it? Putting that in there to make it look like a window. I think it just sits nicely in that aperture. Okay, so let's get this out. Lie that on there and have that so that sits in there. Okay, let's see if we can. Don't know whether I can hot glue gun that. Don't know whether anything else will hold it on. A little bit big, I think. This might not be a wise idea, cutting it down, because you can cut it too far. Oh no, that actually cut it just far enough. I don't think that's going to be gluable with, and also it's not quite right. Looks like there's like you can't really tell, but there's like a gap at the bottom and a gap at the top. Okay, maybe we won't use that for the window. I don't know. We might, but we might not. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the painting. So maybe the door should be the last thing that we paint, because then we can decide what well, not the last thing, but one of the last things that we paint, because then we can decide what colour, is going to fit nicely. So we need to do some more lolly sticks, I think. So not lolly sticks. What are they called, Dave? They're not called lolly sticks. Well, I I've seen them somewhere. I don't know where I've put them. They are here somewhere. Where are they? Lots of things on my desk, but not everything is required. So where are they? I've seen them somewhere. I moved them somewhere and I don't know where they are. I'll be back in a minute. Aha! Found them. So I'd put them on the shelf down the side of here, which is a sensible place to put them, but that also requires you to have a memory. Oh, that's a bit bent, isn't it? So I think I'm going to go kind of old-fashioned 1970s kind of feel, vibe, because it's got a chimney, so it can't be that modern. Let's just see what this will look like if I do this. Let's see how big I'm going to need. I guess there's a measurement to be had here, but at the moment I'm just going to do a measurement, a guessed measurement. That's going to go in there. Well, it's a little bit short, but it's a little bit short for the back bit, but not for that. Let's see, snip a bit off. What? Oh no! You see, I can't get that. Oh, that's because that's short. That's longer. That's short. Ouch! That is sharp. Make me jump. I know it's not right, but that's the kind of the shape I was thinking, or have it go across the top bit. So let's have a look at that bit. So, like I say, 1970s, very much a open at the top type window. Let's do that. I don't know where I'm cutting. I've just taken that off there and let's cut that a little bit wider there. So I kind of took that one. If I get it in, the thing is, am I going to be able to get it out again? That's the problem. Thereby hangs a tail. So that's kind of the shape I was thinking, is having an openable window at the top. Or should I just leave them? No, I don't want to leave them like this because you can obviously tell that they're not openable. Cut a little bit off it and see. I don't know whether I want it stuck to the window or whether I want it stuck to the frame. Still too big. So that's on the frame. Yeah. Don't try and do that, Dave, because it just falls out. I think on the frame would be better because it looks more part of the window rather than if you push it too far back it looks like it's on the inside. A similar sort of thing at the top there. So yeah, the reason why they tended to open like that is so the rain doesn't get in. Because it rains a lot here, and you know, I'm sure nobody ever knew that it rains a lot in the UK. That one is slightly wider, but that would, if I cut them all that size, that would fit in there. Or do I want it to sit that way round? I think that's too wide. I think that would look better if it was that way round. There's a lot of fussing and just had an idea. Okay. Just had an idea. I'm going to make this a panel wood door. I'm going to cover it in this. That would also cover up that little issue of the pane not fitting properly. So I am going to do this. Right. First of all, it's just come to me. It's just a one of those moments. You know, we all have those moments. So let's cut that up like that. So that's going to sit like that, and it's going to be the full size of the door. And it's just got a little bit of a lip around there, but also when I go across the top, it'll straighten that edge. Perfect. And then I can paint this whatever colour I want it to be, but it'll look more like wood, because it is wood. It would do. It would. Okay, shut up. Nobody thinks you're funny. Only you. So, only you can make. I don't know what the words are. It's an old song. It's definitely before my time. Before anybody says anything. Only you. Oh, have I cut that too short? Have I cut it too short? Oh no, I haven't. I've done a fantastic and amazing job there, Dave. So, these are all kind of guesstimated sizes. I'm going to go with the guesstimates and see where we go from there. So I want to do this at a 45-degree angle. So from up to that top corner, like that, and then this also goes this way, just up to the top corner. So that's going to sit on there. Or is it? I think it might be a little bit long. Very fiddly, fussy, finickety, felicity. Yeah, it's too long. It's too long by. I'm going to go to that corner. It's too long by that much. So. No, we want it to be a 45-degree angle, Dave. It needs to be 45 degrees. Is that better? I didn't cut much off, but I didn't need to. Oh, I might. Oh, this is going to get really difficult. Trying to just take a slither. Sliver, not slither. Stop saying slither, Dave. Correct yourself every time, and you know what it is. I don't know whether I even got a very good cut there because it was such a tiny amount to cut off. Where is could do with an emery board, but I don't know where they are. No, okay, I'll go without then. Right, that seems to fit better there. That's going to go down that side. Yeah, so then we'll have another piece that comes down this side. Not that, I've all got a bit like wonky on one end. So we're going to do this again. Have that on this side this time. Let's see if we can get that to go in there. but it needs to be straight, that end. Put that on there. The one that sits at the bottom, though, has got to be maybe I need to do. I don't know whether I'm going to need to glue this down. So there's a piece that's going to have to go across. Yeah, it's going to have to go across there. Okay, so I'm not sure what to do. I have a full frame around the top bit and the rest of it. Okay, so or just have a bar across the bottom. I think I need to stick it down, don't you? Yeah, I think I need to stick it down. I know I primed it last time, ready for being just painted, but I think actually it's going to be better like this. So I'm going to put that glue across there, get that edge on, and I know it's not been painted or anything like that, but we're going with it. We just need to make sure it lines up with the edge. The glue's all out of the way. There we go. Then we're going to do, let's do the other side, and then we can confirm that that middle bit fits. The top bit, I mean. So I know I'm all fingers and all in the way, but that's the way it is, I'm afraid, folks, because I'm just trying to get this on properly. So hopefully that is going to fit in there, and if it does, I will squeal. It does. Well, maybe not squeal, because I don't know. I don't think I can squeal without coughing, but I shall be very happy, which I am. So just leave it at that. No squealing. You really don't want me to squeal, trust me. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. So yeah, what I wasn't sure whether to do is beveled edge all the way around the window, but I think I'm happy like this. This is just going to be a straight edge at the bottom here. So again, we're just going to cut on that line, and that's going to be a straight line. It's kind of stall time as well, because it just means that I can think about what I want to do. Oh, that's just a bit shy of being a decent size. So let's try this again. Cut it a little, just a fraction longer. Can't do that with my fingers, so. Clean that edge up because I can't really see what I'm doing. Hopefully that's not too big now. Oh, you little annoying thing. Oh, see, that's going to be annoying, isn't it? Because you're not going to be able to get that back in there, are you, Dave? Can't tell which edge is not quite straight. I think, yeah, it's that edge. So I want to put that on there, but I don't want my fingers in the way. and I want it to be straight, but just also just a fraction shorter. Don't know whether I cut anything off, so. Oh no, maybe I did. Yep, no, no, yep, no, yep, no, yep, no. Yeah, if that's lined up and that's not straight. So with any project, there'll be things that you're absolutely happy about, and there'll be other things that you're absolutely not. I'm just going to see if I can cut this with scissors. And I think the door is going to be one of those things I'm absolutely happy with. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Maybe there's way too much on there. I don't want it to be level with that. That's because that's not straight. No, that's not straight either. So it needs to come off and go back on again. This bottom edge is not. This bottom edge of the cardboard isn't straight, so I don't want it to go on the same bit. I see I'm installing again now, and the thing will be dry. Just didn't want to stick my finger in that, I'm afraid. So it needs to go on, I think, like that. We've got a little bit of a bevel now, which means that we can now put in some panes of glass and perhaps not see it so much. Okay, so then the rest of it needs to be filled with panels. Let's hope we can get lots of panels across. Right, I just want to make sure that this is straight on this end, which I don't think it is. Yeah, that's better. Is that going to be too long? Or it's a fraction too. Oh, it's always just a fraction. Accuracy is not brilliant, but like, I'm doing a good job. You know what the problem with that panel is? It's not the same thickness as the others. Or is it because it's got glue behind? Might be because there's glue behind. Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's because there's glue behind it, so I'm just going to stick it on. Because the glue is obviously going to do the same thing to this piece. It's going to lift it slightly. And then I'll put one this side, and then if I do it coming in from each side, then if I have to cut one down, that one will be in the middle rather than to one side. That one fit. Yeah, will do. looking great, isn't it? It actually looks like a proper door now. Okay, so let's just see pieces wise. Just cut the ends off these. So. Will I have to cut one down, or will I get all of them? It might be tight, but I might be able to do it. So. Cut that down. Put that on there. Oh my gosh, it's looking great. I'm really happy. You guys might think different. You might think actually that's not how I would have done it. I might have done it, made it out of wood from the start, but like I say, this is not about me teaching you to do something. This is just about me having a good old play. And I think after 700 and whatever it is videos I've done, I think I deserve that. I'm sure you agree. Well, I'm sure you don't have much choice. I've got Christmas songs in my head because for me it's still like Christmas period. For you guys it's not. You don't want to hear me singing Christmas songs. That's a fact. Will I get a panel down the middle or not? Oh my gosh, will it? Is it just a little bit too big? I don't know. Could I just kind of force it in if it went in like that? Could I kind of press it in and get it in? It kind of fits at the top bit. Oh my gosh, it's a very tight fit. I will admit it's a tight fit, but it fits. If it's tight, it still fits, doesn't it? So I can't believe that. That's like it was meant to be. Oh my gosh, that is going to be so good. Sorry. I'm not sorry for laughing or being jolly. I'm quite happy being jolly. I'm just very excited because it fits. Oh, go on, just fit in there now. You've got the glue in. Don't be a pain now. I didn't want to slide it up. The reason why I didn't want to slide it up is because if I slid it up, all the glue would squeeze out the top here, and I didn't want to do that. So that's the reason why I chose not to. Look at that. I mean, I guess it would have been better if I'd put a line across the bottom, if I'd put one of these straight lines. But, you know, I'm not unhappy with that at all. And it's not about having the perfect make. It's about the process. Oh my gosh, how amazing. Let's just have a look and see what it looks like in situ. That's so amazing. Yay! Okay. Very excited. Where did I put that thing that I wasn't sure that I was going to use because I didn't know whether it fitted? Oh, I bet I've got rid of that, haven't I? If I put, oh no, it's over there. So if we put this in here now, no, it'll just fall out. Put this in here. And again, it just falls out. It's because I cut it down. Oh no, it doesn't just fall out. It just didn't go in the first place. So if we have that as the window on the door, what do you think? I am so happy. I wonder if actually we had it like that. Oh, I think that's going to be the case. We're going to do it like that. I think that's what we're going to do. I think so. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. Hopefully you feel as excited and happy as I am. And you don't think, oh, that's such a shame. He needs to get out more. If he spent less time on his own, he wouldn't get quite so excited about such little things. But hey, I think I've cut that a little bit too short now. So again, I'm going to try that trick of, if I do a pencil line, the pencil line is just makes it a little bit longer, because you can't get a pencil line to be exactly on the same. Oh dear, no, Dave. I love the 45-degree angle. I don't think the horizontal on that is 100% perfect, because I think we get a bit of a wonky edge, which yeah, so this is going to be a bit too big now. Let's see if we can cut that down rather than chomp it. Let's see if we can do it like that. Will that go in there? It will go in there. It will go in there. No. It will. I'm determined it's going to. Gonna? Who's a gonna? Yeah, that's going to go in there. So instead of using the glue gun, I might try, oh, here we go, gluing myself to it, because I'm going to use, you know, I hate using this stuff, this, what's it called? Super glue. I hate using super glue, but I think this is going to give us the best adhesion. I'm just really concerned that I going to end up glued to it. That's the only thing I don't like about it. So I always think that I will have to be part and parcel of something if I use super glue. I think it needs to have been a bit bigger, although it's sitting there, and I don't know whether that's going to be, no. Is that going to be enough? No. Right, let's put the lid back on there, because it really scares me. Is this the piece that I got rid of? No. It's a similar size. Does that piece fit better? Oh, that piece fits better actually. It's got a bit of glue on the back, but could always get rid of the glue. Well, can always try and get rid of the glue. Yeah, get rid of the glue. Get rid of that. It's not on my fingers. I honestly, I've just got a morbid fear of super glue. It's not even a morbid fear. It's an irrational fear, I guess. So, if that's our window, that's our crosshair. Maybe if I put a blob of glue, of this glue rather than super glue, blob there, and a blob here, and then pick it up, straighten it up, stick it in better. Not perfect, but it's better than the alternative, which is me being glued to it for the rest of my life. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Right, I'm glad that that can go back in the drawer. That's definitely not staying out. Okay, so I know that we've got a blob of glue there now, but you know, it is what it is. And then where is that pink? That panel is there. So if we then put that in there, in fact, if we put, get that back out again. If we do that, what I could do is I could soften that glue. A little, and then try and stick that into that same glue. There we go. I'm so chopped with that. I mean, I could put a little thing across the bottom there, couldn't I? You know, they do often have a shaped kind of, I don't know what it's for, that thing that goes at the bottom of the door, but oops, pair of scissors. Not the choppy thing. Put that at the bottom of the door. In fact, if I do that and take another piece that's the same size, in fact, I'll try and chop that like that. Nearly went through. Well, nowhere nearly went through. And then I cut this down this way. Hopefully it's in the middle. Is it straight? Not really. But we could sort that out with a bit of a shave. With this, and a bit of a, if I used some sandpaper, what I was thinking is if I did that on there and create that shape. No, I'm not going to bother with that bit. Right, to put this bit on here, or do I want that piece on there? It's not straight enough, that's the problem. That one's straight. Let's use that. How big is the door? Does the door come all the way down? Yes, it does. Fine. So we don't want it to come any further than that bottom edge. Okay, so let's stick that on there. I guess it's the point where we could have used some super glue, but excuse me, sorry, I just sneezed. That's why there was a break in the programming. It's not even like I've been sanding, so I don't know what I'm sneezing about. Better not be the start of something. Better not be. So that is going to go in there. Oh my gosh, isn't that just divine? Okay, so before we go, what I think I might do is I might just stain it for now. So I might just stain it with the colour that we were using for the rest of it, just to see what it looks like. Sorry, I've got glue on the back of my hand and it's caught in all my hairs and it keeps tugging on me. And I can't remember what it was. Walnut stain, I think it was. Walnut stain it was. So, I've put that window in. Really shouldn't have done that. Well, let's put a bit of something over the top of the window. I'm going to have to spend 3 hours cutting this down to be the right size. 3 hours is just a slight exaggeration, Dave, but oh my gosh, that went in perfectly. What is going on? Why is it all working? Why is it all happening? Just cut that edge straight. Cut that bit off straight, and then cut this down. So it is about there. That's just to cover these windows up so that I can stain the door. I don't know whether I'll ever get them off, but hey. And I know it looks like a different colour at the minute, but it might well turn out to be a different colour, but it does kind of dry off a bit lighter. Might need to use a brush. Might be a bit big, might be a bit of overkill on that, Dave, but well, it seems to be working, it's fine, so might have oversaturated the ink, the sponge on that, but we need to daub the edges. Don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Doobie 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 doo. It's working. I know I shouldn't question it, but like I do. Because I do wonder. I mean, how did that piece of wood fit in the middle of there? I didn't make the door in that with that in mind, so it just happened, and then you know the shape of it kind of just evolved, and then here we are, and it all kind of fits together, and it's just so wonderful. And I managed to cut those pieces perfectly, and slight bit of glue overhang there. That's fine. I'll just cut that off. Make sure it's still got ink on it. There's a bit of where it's not taking any colour, but not an issue. There we go. How wonderful is that? And you know what would look great? I don't know whether I'm going to do it now, but I think one of these. Let's just see. Just want to see. I'm not necessarily going to do it now. I'm just going to see. Don't want a pink one. Maybe one of them as a door handle. But I was thinking maybe one in a silver colour. Yep, silver is the deal. Tune in next week when I might have got all of these back in here. I could have a. So this is actually I could have it as a door number. I mean, like I might have to cut it down. It's actually a calculator key. What else is that? Or I could have it number 6. I think number 1 is a bit suspicious, isn't it? Might try and do something with that. I might not do it on camera, but because you might tell me off for go cutting things. But I think that will be a door knob. I'm not going to put it on, but I think that's going to be on there. there we go. That's it. I don't think I can do any more today without it all going horribly wrong. I think with my other work, I don't want to push my look on the look. So we've done the chimney and we've done a door. Let's just tip that up so that you can see, and that's going to be the door. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. So there we go. That's it. So that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed that. I certainly have. And if you did, obviously tell me by, liking it, subscribing, sharing it. If I could turn back, not that share. Liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting is the other ones. I couldn't remember. My brain was a bit feeling a bit giddy. But there we go. So tune in next week to see what else happens. I don't know whether I'm going to change the colour of the door or I don't know. We definitely need to do something with the frames. I just need to work out what I need to do with those. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me. You know what? I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much, folks. Lots of love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Lots of hugs. And I'll see you very soon. Take care, folks. Bye. Bye.